Hi everyone, welcome back to the Dinosaur Experience. It's Rexi again and Martin over here. We've got Nash outside, he's taking a walk in the backyard. Alright, got a book for you today, but before we do that, I want to say hello to Holden. Holden, hi. Thank you so much for inviting us to your 5th birthday party down there in Homer. We had a fantastic time and it was absolutely amazing meeting all your friends and your relatives and having such a good time playing with you guys. Hope you had as much fun as me, Rexy and Nash did. It was a fantastic party. All right, today's book. Today's book is called Worst in Show and it's written by William B. and it's about a monster in a monster show. All right, hope you're ready for it. It's coming up for you right now. Albert thinks Sydney is the best pet monster in the world. And today Albert is going to prove it. Albert is entering Sydney into the best pet monster in the world competition. There are 5 rounds in the best pet monster in the world. And the pet monster who receives the most points wins. Round 1, hairiest warts. The judges clamber all over the monsters with their measuring devices, and the monsters puff themselves up to show off their big, colourful, hairy warts. Goodness, the size of their hairs. What did the judges do? One fainted, and another breaks out in a rash. Sydney's done his best. For Sydney, who has a bath every other day, with lots of soap and bubbles, hasn't got any warts, just a few freckles. Goodness, the embarrassment, thinks Albert. Still, it's only round 1, and who wants a big, hairy, warty pet monster anyway? Round 2, the highest hover. Everybody has moved outside to see how high the monsters can hover. The judges use hot air balloons and very long tape measures to measure their monsters' hovering height. Goodness, the height and the wind. The judges, one faints and another floats away in her untethered balloon. Sydney has done his best, but Sydney is scared of heights, so Sydney hovers very near to the ground. So near to the ground that his feet are still touching it. Goodness, the embarrassment, thinks Albert. Still, it's only round 2, and who wants to be a pet monster, hovering around all day, bumping into things anyway? Round 3, the most parasites. Some of the pet monsters have so many parasites that the judges have to ask the parasites to get off their monsters and line up to be counted. Goodness, the numbers, the variety. The judges, one faints and another one starts scratching frantically. Sydney's done his best, but Sydney only has 2 parasites, Stan and Ollie. And since Stan and Ollie are just staying for a few days, they're really tourists other than parasites. Goodness, the embarrassment, thinks Albert. Still, it's only round 3, and who wants a pet monster with hundreds of parasites hanging around, causing all sorts of mischief anyway? Round 4, smelliest fart. The monsters position themselves on the count of 3, and they all fart. Goodness, the smell, the noise. And the judges, one faints and another runs off holding his nose. Ooh, hold your nose. Ooh, smell. Sydney's done his best, but a diet of frosted cookies and cupcakes means barely a whiff. And a sugary whiff at that. Goodness, the embarrassment, thinks Albert. Still, it's only round 4, and who wants a big, smelly pet monster anyway? Not me. In the final round, Round 5, hottest breath. There is chaos on stage. The monsters take it in great big gulps of air and breathe out great big bellows of fire. One of the TV cameras catches fire, and so do the curtains. Goodness, the heat, the smoke. The judges, one faints, and another one runs away holding her bottom. Sydney has done his best, but he has only been able to warm up a partly sausage that Albert has put on a little fork. Goodness, the embarrassment, thinks Albert forlornly. Still, who wants their bottom on fire anyway? After all the day's excitement, at last it's time for the prize giving. Albert and Sydney wait in eager anticipation as the dignitaries hand out the trophies. But as trophy after trophy is presented to the other monsters, it becomes apparent to Albert and Sydney that they're not among the winners. Goodness, the embarrassment. But wait. Albert and Sydney's names are being called out. Are they winners after all? A new record, says one of the judges. The lowest score in 100 years. Freckles instead of warts. 0 for hovering. 2 comical tourists instead of parasites. Pathetic sugary farts. And a lukewarm sausage. The award was worst in show. How cool's that? So the monster got the award for the worst in the show instead of the best. All right, I hope you enjoyed that, guys. Hope you enjoyed your book. Don't forget, subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, subscribe on Facebook so you can keep up with Rexi and Nash and all the birthday parties and school visits and all the things that we do, all the fun things. Churches are starting to inquire as well, so some of the church groups as well. All right, hope to see you again soon. More books coming soon. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye-bye.